Good morning. Therapy session again. How is everyone? I hope you're doing fantabulous. I woke up this morning. Today is, let's see, when is today's date? May 9th, 22. Just made the year date so I, if I ever go back and remember, watch this, whatever. So I've been doing okay. I have been busy the past couple of days, really getting some stuff done around my house that I have neglected and let go, and just needed to revamp and remodel. And I'm proud of myself because not that I don't get shit done, but when like working for people, I'm able to take a project and turn it and get it done in the time and the manner that I really need to get it done. And then when I'm home and I'm here, I can't get it done in that time slotted. So, for an example, Friday, I had a client that she relocated to a new apartment but never told me the number. So I wasn't driving out to her house until I had the number. Well, anyways, she didn't contact me back until like 9:40. And so at that time, I was like, I was already in my room. I was going. I took myself as a client for that day. I have a call list, but sometimes not sometimes, a lot of the times my priority will come first and foremost. So I went ahead and took the day for myself, and now Stevie has her own space, her own room. I have my own office and guest room. I just got things shifted and rolling the way that they need to be. And so while doing this, it's, okay, so what's the whole April Fools? Okay, so April Fools, people celebrate, not celebrate, but April Fools is, in my belief, in my perspective, in what I am living by now, is that April 1st is the new year. It is the new year to start, to declutter, it's your spring, right? So I know society has trained and embedded us to believe that your new year starts January. January is not the first month. Legitimately, again, my beliefs, whatnot. So April being the spring cleaning, it's time for new, it's time for growth. We see that outside. We see that with plants, and that's what we encourage. Why are we not encouraging it for ourselves? We get so stuck into this life and this ritual, or mundane, of what has been embedded into us. Oh, that was Skittles. I heard a noise. So, give me a second. See, that just makes me frustrated when that stuff happens. Skittles, come here, baby. Can we not? Can we not? Can we not? Thank you. Sorry. You made me lose track of my thought process. This is horrible. Something about the way society and are feeling like gosh. Oh, cleaning, took on my clients. Give me a second. So Friday, I basically didn't hear back from my client. I took on myself as a client. I got stuff done. Oh, the spring cleaning, the growth. That's right. Yes. So, the growth. Why are we not encouraging this with each other? And this goes back into the form of field that the line of work that I'm in now. Okay, the line of work I've been throughout my entire life so far has been multiple avenues, and it's amazing how I can go from working in literally retail, fast food, to teaching, massage, to therapy, to being an instructor at a well off great school. I mean, just so many different things that I have had the experience and the skills of helping in, growth and healing. Okay. But my job now, and I say job, it is my job. It is my profession. It's what I choose to do right now. It's what I am doing great at, and I'm completely booked and in high demand, and I get paid very good. And yeah, it just now, like, setting, like, with what's going on in my world, and when I'm going into homes, I'm letting I'm trying to share when I'm feeling that if they're overwhelmed or overbogged or something like that, I'm trying to express to them just a little bit. I'm not trying to make them believe how I believe or see what I believe. I just would like to say, hey, with all this energy, like stuff and dirt and grit and grime, it's not just about stuff, okay? But when I go in and I help them, I'm helping them regrow, to let, because you have to let go of stuff, and whatever stuff, whether it's a physical, like actual physical thing, excuse me, or if it's actual the stuff inside, like you were beaten up, raped, in a car wreck, lost somebody. I'm just naming multiples because so many people think it's like, wow, she's so traumatized, or like, we don't talk about our traumas. We don't. We all just want to go, yeah, that person's really unfortunately just can't get it straight. They're just drugged up, and they're a loser, they're this, they're that. No, do I ever hear anyone sit there and be like, that person's hurt, that person's traumatized, and they got a lot of hurt, and man, can you sympathize? Do people sympathize? Not a whole lot. So when people come to me and talk to me and start talking to me about other people, I have in my heart, it's like, I don't want to get caught up in that, because I love everyone and I want to see everyone's growth. I don't want to be any part of a bad energy and speaking ill will, because those people that we all have our opinions on, those people went through something too. Those peoples are holding on to the energy, the stuff. It's whether it's internal stuff or physical stuff, because that's what it is. I mean, when we hold on to this energy, it's energy, we don't have growth for more. We don't, you know what I mean? So when we release it all, we are able to grow. So again, April to me is the new year in my life, to do better, to spring clean, to, you know what I mean? Like, that's the spring cleaning. That's what it's like, out with the old, in with the new. And so that's where I've been with my thought process. And I'm going to continue to stay with that thought process. Hopefully that's my goal anyways. I am human, and I tend to get caught up with other things, and I get sidetracked and do something over here or whatnot, but my goal is to stay on top of it. For the most part, I do stay on top of my household and whatnot, but being that I do it for a living, I will tell you, it's not the first thing that I want to do when I come home. When I come home, I want to enjoy just my time, either meditating by myself or spending time with the girls or whatever it is. Okay. But anyways, I just thought I'd share that little bit and get that off my chest, because that's where it's like, I'm like, this is why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's my new year. It's my life. I'm the director of this script. So anyways, that little bit has been taking place. Also, as I'm doing that, there's stuff going on in my head. I did a couple sessions and I haven't quite just posted them. I will. I mean, I did put. You'll probably already see them if they're posted. If you're watching this one by now, um, I am talking to somebody, and I'm kind of battling with some of like how to handle that and what decisions do I need to make on it. If I need to make decisions, I'm really trying um, best right now in my life to kind of release. Um, like last night, I asked the universe and in my meditation that I was just like, I'm ready to release. I'm fully ready to release everything that needs to be brought back up. Like, because see, we get stuck in little ruts. Like you start bringing something up, and then you're on that path. And I've been on that path where I'm like, oh my god, all this is flooding in. Like what? And then like I don't want to say it comes to a standstill, but it just kind of comes into like that. And so when that happens, my alarm just goes off. And anyways, so when I am meditating and I'm asking, I want a full release. I want the stuff that I have forgotten. I'm ready for it to come to fruition now. I'm ready for it to come out. I'm ready for it to I don't want to say I'm at the standstill, but I'm ready for more. Pile it on, bring it on. Like I've already gone through it. Let's go through it again. Like I know that sounds silly, but like I've already physically have gone through the issue. You know what I mean? Or whatever stuff that's stuck in my body. And I know people are like, what? No, for real. You guys want to like think about this. Think about my health history. If anyone knows about my health history and the health issues and all the surgeries that I have had, okay, I've been through like the hospital was like almost my second home. The pain management that I constantly had to go, my spine, I had a hysterectomy, I had a tumor removed in my neck. I've had a lot of health issues. And if you go back and if you look at my life and you think about the food that I would eat, I will tell you this, I didn't eat really crappy. Yes, some of it was not the greatest of choices, but considering the majority of my life, I promise you, I ate healthy. I always picked a healthier choice. And far as the physical abuse that I did to my body, I was rough on my body. I was, like I did stuff, hiking, mud run, I did stuff. Like I did a lot of stuff, jump off cliffs, and, like I enjoyed being an active person. But I will tell you this, that's not the reason why I was in all the physical pain and the stuff that I've been through with my medical reasons. Now it's a better understanding as to why all the stuff that I went through when I was younger, all that trauma, and I wasn't able to share it, and I wasn't able to, speak about it. I didn't go to therapy. The few times that I did, I guess, go to therapy, it like never followed through with it. Kind of like how I start this and then I'll let 3 weeks go by and I don't come back. That type of thing. So, or you have a therapist who says, oh, it sounds like you got it all figured out. Anyways, so when I was younger, I went to therapy a couple times, but didn't stick to it, didn't stay on top of it. And honestly, at that time frame, I didn't feel like I needed it. I was like, talk about my problems. What? I'm over that. That happened. It is what it is. It's over. Wow, here I am. And I'm like, whoa, you really should talk about it. I don't care if you're talking to a damn camera. Talk about it. Get it off. Because I'm going to tell you, this is helping me tremendously. And, yeah, I don't want to say beat myself up, but I judge myself and I'm like, oh gosh, am I doing right? Am I doing the anxiety? The thoughts of what you all are thinking of me. I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whether it's good or bad. But that's just the thing is like we as humans sometimes worry about that. And I'm trying to do better and not worry about what others are thinking of me and just be me and heal and accept that everything that's going on inside my body it's for a reason, and I need to get down to the nitty gritty and get healthier in that sense, because which I'm on that path because like I mean I've had my hysterectomy, I had an open heart surgery. Am I still facing a possible heart fixture down the road? Possibly, but do I have belief and faith that in my healing and my path now will prevent it from happening? Yes, I do believe that. What else? Just got so much kind of not racking in my brain, and I'm just trying to release and grow and feel good. I'm feeling better and better. Some days are heavy and I'm just like, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. But I also too am in I believe in astrology. I believe in the solar flares, the CMEs. Like I am into that. Okay. That's my belief. It's what I study. It's what interests me. And so I have been able to also understand that the reason why I've been feeling certain ways on certain days is because knowing what's going on in the astro world of a better understanding to being like, okay, well, that would make sense why I'm a little bit more emotional today or whatnot. So, let's see, what else was I going to say? There were some other things. Oh, that's what it was. I don't want to say, let's see. I don't, yeah, I do have more going on in my head, but I guess because I looked at the time and I need to get my little up ready to rock for school. But I do want to mention that a friend of mine saw my dad and he sent me a picture, and it was so cool because like this is something that has happened in the past with Ketchup, and it was cool because he had sent the picture and it was him and my dad, and it took my heart, like it took my heart for a second because it was like, okay, so if anything has to do with my dad, like obviously I love my dad with all I have. So when I see him, I'm, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, my dad. But when that first came in and it first popped up, I'll tell you, I just get emotional. It kind of hit me, and I was like, wow, I'm never going to receive those from Ketchup again. I was also thinking about the summer that I won't get to hear the motorcycles rolling up the street as often. I mean, I still have other friends that ride and they'll stop by, but anytime a bike would roll up, I would typically would be two of the people that were really in our lives, and they're no longer on bikes. So I have, like I said, I have multiple people on bikes, but I will miss that. I will miss him just randomly rolling up throughout the summer. So seeing that picture kind of struck that chord, but it was cool because, like, it also eye-opened and made me realize that I have more people in my life, and I know that, but going back to how I felt abandoned in, feeling in my feelings and my emotions when I was younger, and I felt abandoned. And so I just look at like all these people in my life, like the the people that ketchup, that my dad brought ketchup and the other in my life, and they brought multiple more people into my life, and it's expanded. So even though, like, as I'm going through this healing process, those moments come in, and so like when I get a text message like that, I'll feel like that's the way I'd start going. Like I got, and that's where I was going with it. I was just like, oh, that's awesome. Like it's sad and it hurts because the person that I was closest to is no longer here. I'm grateful and thankful for all the other people that are in my life because of that. So it's like, even though that my father has been absent in my life a great portion of the time, he did, in a hindsight, and even in the last 4 years, even if it's just the last 4 years, he's provided a family or a friendship base. Like, some of them are family and some of them are, you got to keep them within distance, right? Because they need to heal. So it's things like that that's like, I'm like, oh, it touches my heart, and I hold on to it for a second. I feel it. I feel that emotion, and then I have to let it go. And that's what I'm learning, just I'm trying to do better in just feeling emotion and letting it go. Don't hold on to it. There's no reason to hold on to that pain. There's no reason to, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't hold on to something that hurt for so long. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm working at. It's like, okay, I've grasped, I understand that this is, a part of me. This is where I'm hurt. This is where I have pain, is because I felt abandoned. I felt alone. Didn't have my dad. It's just nothing. It's not his fault, if that makes sense. I know that's so weird, even though it was him, but anyways, because it was the expectation that I had of him. That we all have expectations, right? We all have expectations, and those expectations are what's letting us down. So I'm trying to feel that expectation, or like feel the emotion from the expectation, because I expect this from you. But because you didn't do that, I'm going to feel a certain way. And I'm going to continue to stay mad or angry or whatever, confused. Okay, confused. This is a great example, because that's kind of where I'm at right now, is being confused. And it's like, well, do I choose to stay confused, or do I let that, just completely let it go, and just, there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. Or do I communicate and fix the confusion? All of it, like, it just rolls. It just rolls into one. All right. I am going to jump off here. I'm pumped and I'm excited, because I'm keep on trucking on just plucking away. I know some people may judge me, or maybe it's internally me, because this is the thing. We are worried about what others are thinking. It's our expectations. I don't care. If you're sitting here going, God, Jen, she's so fucking hilarious, or, oh my God, Jen, she's a cahoot, or she's a buffoon, or whatever it is you may think of me, whatever. If you love me and you think I'm just light and I make you happy and I make you laugh, or if I make you sad, or if I make you crazy, or if I make you, okay, Jen, whatever. It's a reflection. When you see somebody and what you see in them, it's a reflection of you. I know I had the hardest time trying to understand this, because I've heard it for many years and I never understood it. But it is legit true. It is a reflection of what you see of yourself. So when I kind of learned that, I'm starting to look at people And I'm only human. There's still things that I see that others, if I see something, I'll be like, for an example, making a decision to, let's come up with, oh Lord, I draw. Why did I do that? I know why I do it. It's called Pumphead, and I absolutely hate it. Worrying about what other people think. See? Oh, the reflection of yourself. It truly is. So, like, when you see something and you're like, oh, she just wants attention, or she's just doing that. Like, if it's a negative thought, then I dig inside myself. Or not that it's a negative, but it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but it's not really it's more of a judgment. You know what I mean? Like, if you see something, okay? Let's see if this would work. So for an example, if I was to see myself, and I'm just being honest, this is me, myself. If I was to see myself and I'm face to face with this person and I'd be sitting there talking, you know what? I wouldn't judge, but you know what I would notice? I would notice my tooth. I would. That's me. That's something that I have been, you know what I mean? Like, so obviously I'll figure it out, whatever it is that I have with teeth, but it's obviously chipped. But I'm just giving an example that if I was face to face with myself, I would definitely notice. And I'm not saying other people don't notice that I have a chip in my tooth right now, but I would notice that. And I wouldn't necessarily say anything because nothing's wrong with it. But it's because of the expectations that I have of myself and thinking that it has to be straight and there should be no chip. Maybe the chip had to happen. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird how we compute stuff, or how we should just compute stuff just as, instead of being told. Like, an example, the holidays, Mother's Day was yesterday. Being told to love and appreciate your mother because society has made this day a special day. You know what? My kids don't owe me anything. They picked me, they chose me at their soul contract. That to me is enough. That is enough. I picked my mother and my father in my soul contract, my beliefs, you guys, that before you come to this earth, our souls look at this, they're soul searching. I know it's backwards, but yeah, my shirt says soul searching. You get it, being a redhead, we still souls. Anyways, so I am lost again. I was on a roll there. I was kind of spitting out. That's happened sometimes. It'll be like, my brain is like, oh, I'm wrapped on this subject, right? It's like, okay, I got this thoughts going in my head. And then I'm like doing some laundry, or I'm whatever I'm doing. And then I'll go into another thought process, a total different subject. And it's like, wow, how did I go from this to this in this, like, 2-minute span? Like, that's just how fast sometimes that my brain can scroll. So anyways, I've been peeping at the time because I do have to get up and, well, I'm up, but I have to get my little rolling and ready. So all right, well, I am gonna get myself off of here, and I may or may not post this. I know I say that a couple of times, but it is what it is. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I really do hope that you guys are healing. Go do something today to heal yourself. Whatever it is, bring up an old subject. You want to talk? Do you need someone to talk to? Come message me. I'm serious. Let's talk. If I could help you, if you want to talk about an incident or a traumatic situation that happened in your life, I will be your friend and I will listen to you. I will talk. If you want to do it on the phone, if you want to do FaceTime, if you just want to message it, voice clips, whatever it is, I'll be there for you, because this is what we need. We need to listen. We need each other's ears. We need each other's support. We need each other's love. Anywho, thank you for being here. I'm going to continue on with my healing journey, and let's see what else. Yeah. Love and light to each and every single one of you. And most of all, I love myself.